So let's just hope this works. I'm not sure it will. So I'm playing the Resident Evil mod, and I'm just doing it with a controller for the time being. You can play it with motion controls, and I'm going to see if I can attempt to get the motion controls to come into the screen and see if that actually works, if I can find them in the... Let's see. Just bear with me a second. Right, there you go, motion controls. So that's cool, but I can't move with the stick, so motion controls working fine. I can't shoot or anything, but yeah, that just show you that works without any issue, apart from you can't shoot or anything until they fix it. Or it's something to do with the Windows mixed reality anyway. So now I'm using a controller. I mean, I probably could just do it with one hand like this, controller. I'm not sure any of the other buttons work on the controller. It's probably a configuration issue. So we just leave it for now. Once they turn off, I'll get my control back on the gamepad. Well, I've got it back now. So you've got this crosshair on the screen. But I've got no sound now, so it's locked. So what can I say? Well, I think this mod's been around for a while in development, and yeah, it's pretty awesome, to be honest. It's amazing, in fact, the fact that it works so well. And the game was originally a first-person game, so you get to experience it in sort of VR, and it's meant for that kind of perspective, which is really cool. Really those kind of mad cutscenes.
Man blood.
I've got no sound at the moment. I'm not sure if I can rectify that somehow.
Mother,
You have to
I
excuse
bring
the mod
you fresh
for
prey.
the lady.
You are so kind to me, daughters. Now, let's take a look at him.
But she's rather impressive in VR.
Well,
you can really get a
Ethan
sense of
Winters.
scale.
You
How big she
escaped
is.
my little brother's idiot games,
Especially
did
in
you?
that outfit,
Let's see how special you
compared to her daughters.
Yes,
Look,
Mother. Yes, Mother.
so this is my normal natural height now.
starting to go a little stale.
Then let's devour his man flesh quickly,
You
Mother.
just can't
I
get
am the
that
one who
same sort of
captured
feeling in
him.
a
Now,
2D
now,
game. I mean,
daughters.
she's
First, I must inform Mother
9
Miranda.
foot tall.
But later, well, there will be enough for everyone. Put him up.
Hey, wait.
Oh, be careful.
Well, that's even the height issue anyway. So yeah, it's pretty amazing. I mean, you've got all these details as well. Again, I've said this before. The other Resident Evil games playing VR, you can't match these sort of AAA details. The props that they put in just this one room, which we'll have a look at as soon as I've resumed control here. Right, let's get out of here. Three fingers and 2 fingers on that hand anyway. So this is all looking really spectacular, and it runs quite well as well on the HP Reverb G2 with my RTX 3090. Obviously that's top end, but I've got them on high sort of graphic settings as well for maximum sort of details, high resolution in the headset. So I mean the game's looking pretty much in sort of 4K. So let's just look at the room for a minute, right? Okay, normally you're going to be sort of out of this room pretty quickly. You've got a few items that you might want to pick up, search the drawer. But then look at the amount of detail in the room now. So you've got all this sort of fine detail on the paneling, got the detailing on the roof, ceiling, paintings, loads of different props, the furniture. You know, this is all sort of amazing to look at. Fabric on the chair with the scratches, you know, the bed chamber, just look at that, all the detail, the wall coverings. It's pretty amazing stuff. And then you sort of move into this next room and it's, you know, it's just, you're there in this room. It's just crazy. There's a few little props, little glove, black gloves, and rotten fruit by the looks of it. And yeah, it's just another level in VR. You just can't match that anywhere. And I've said it again with the other mods. Now this is just fantastic. Just here, I'm just going to wait here. The amount of depth that you're getting in this tunnel is amazing. It just looks like it's so far away. Those rats scurrying past you. The depth perception is pretty awesome. Just giving it a more realistic sort of feel. You do get that sort of effect when you are in 2D, but I'm in the game here, and yeah, I can only just repeat what I've said in the other videos really, but I'm just gonna say before I just play that this is incredible stuff that Capcom should be doing themselves.
Where have they taken Rose?
I'm not sure how much time it's taken for this mod to be produced by a third-party modder.
But, we meet again, Duke.
Capcom with all its resources
where there's coin
should
to
really
be made.
just sort of focus on making these conversions.
And have you found your daughter?
The games are made for it.
If she is
And
truly
I think as
here,
well
the
to
lady of the castle would
a
have
big
kept
point I'm going to
little
make, and a
Rose in
final
her
point that I'll
private
make
chamber.
after the
Would
Duke
she
has finished
not?
talking.
Dimitrescu?
The very same. Why don't you take a look? Maybe you'll get lucky. And speaking of looking, care to make a purchase?
Right, the point I'm going to make, the final point is, think about it. Look at games that are coming out on the Oculus Quest 2. They've just released the Resident Evil 4 VR. Now that's an old game. How many years old is that game? And, you know, the graphics aren't up to modern standards, but they've released it and people are buying that still. I mean, look at remakes in general. People buy those games years after they've been released. They've got a HD remaster, you know, touch up the graphics. So if you're sitting there thinking, well, we don't want to spend the resources making these VR conversions, they're out, no one's going to play them, or they're not economically viable, think about that. I mean, I'd play this game again on a new headset once a new headset comes along that offers better sort of capabilities. So these games can sort of be timeless in VR because developers making newer games don't have the kind of resources to give the games this sort of level of detail and polish. So at the end of the day, despite this being an older game, well, it's not that old, but let's say Resident Evil 4, as an example, being an older game, it's going to sell in VR because it's different. You've not had that before, and it feels like a fresh game. That's the point. VR makes games feel like they're brand new because you're viewing it in a completely different perspective, which is amazing. So, you know, that's my take on it, and I think developers are mad to not take the bull by the horns and just go for it. You know, there's going to be a bit of polishing required, and to get it up to speed. Certain things don't always look right, but once they've sort of done that, you know, if a modder can do it, And so should I don't know what my menu is here now. So should the a company with all the resources they have. So let's just get on with this. I'm trying to think what my that's it. Okay. I mean, all this is incredible. So that's it. That's my rant anyway. And I think you know, there are developers that are doing it. Bethesda, took some of its games, Skyrim and Fallout
I haven't cut
4,
open a
for
man
example.
in a while. Let me string you up, slice your jugular, and take an alive, dead. Which would you prefer? I can't hold back any longer.
Yeah, unfortunately, I can't hot swap. I don't think.
Don't move now. Yes.
What do I have to do here? No, they don't like the light.
Mother said sail, but I think you're delicious.
The window somewhere. You can go out there, is she? No.
You're finished.
It was locked. No. I missed.
How's it feel?
I kind of messed up here.
You will look wonderful mounted in our hall.
No, I'm not doing something here. Here it is. Eject. Okay, still trying here.
I'll just have a little more before I call Bela.
Shh.